Ah, the holidays. A time to spend too much on things we don't need. And also to go visit family members that we would probably rather not. And that's the essence that Michael Dougherty captures in the movie Krampus. Now, Krampus is a black comedy horror film set in the holiday season. And that seems to how things go. Christmas movies are either lighthearted, good-natured, romantic comedies or family movies, or messed up horror films. Now, instead of facing maniacs wielding chainsaws or gremlins or whatever else is out there on the Christmas season, we're facing something older, more traditional. We're facing off against Krampus. Now, Krampus is an Alpinian or Germanic folklore figure that was the companion to St. Nicholas, or Santa Claus. He was the one that punished the bad children when Santa Claus gave presents to the good children. Now, he's kind of an interesting character because he looks like the devil. Huge horns, he has a tongue that flails out like this in a lot of the old archaic images of him. And he carries around a big bundle of sticks and usually a tub or bag on his back that's full of naughty kids. Now, in the old stories, he was supposed to be this warning. He just punished you. He didn't kill you. He didn't eat you. Depending on, what lore you're looking at, there's millions of stories about this guy. But he was the punishment if you were bad. Now, in this film, he's much more than just a punishment for the bad kids. He's like a hurricane coming through. Everybody is screwed. Now, what the film is about is a boy named Max has become disillusioned to Christmas. He's got obnoxious people coming over to his house. He's fighting at school because kids are saying that Santa's not real, and trying to spoil the Christmas spirit. And the belief of Christmas spirit, the good nature, the sacrifice, the giving, the love and the joy and all that has been lost, not just with his family, but with everybody he encounters. And the funny thing is these characters, the people that you're supposed to dislike, you do dislike them. They're obnoxious, but they're not irredeemable. And I think that's one of the strongest things to take from this film. Now, Max takes his letter to Santa Claus, he rips it up and throws it out the window. And then a big storm rolls in and all the power goes out. And thus the horror and the nightmare begins, where Krampus and his helpers have come to punish the wicked. Now, the film takes a long time to build up who this thing is. But you actually get to see him relatively quickly. And I think that actually works in this film's favor. You don't get a close-up of him, you just get him in the background. And it's intimidating. The way they designed this creature is, while for me personally not scary, it's intimidating. It's huge. 10 feet tall, massive horns. It's leaping from building to building to building without a care, chasing people down. It's pretty scary. And then there are his helpers, which are these twisted nightmare toys that just kind of pop out of nowhere and mess people up. And that's how he does it. It's very sneaky. Now, there are some lighthearted moments in this film, but overall, it has a very suspenseful nature. And that's where the character development really shines. The people that I saw the most character development in were the parents of Max and his uncle and aunt, who are genuinely obnoxious, annoying people. They are not pleasant to be around. The parents are unattentive and just they seem almost tacked on at first, the way they're just not paying attention to the misery of their son. And the aunt and uncle that have come to visit with their kids are just very stereotypical rednecks. Sorry to say, but that's how they're portrayed. But as this catastrophe goes on and things start spiraling out of control, people start disappearing and they're going out there and trying to find them, you really see that, yeah, these people are kind of cliched, but when the chips are down, they care about their family and they're going to do everything they can to make sure that their family is safe. Now, even if their characterization outside of that setting was cliched, as they develop through this, you really want to root for them. I thought I was going to be rooting for the monster the entire time because of how obnoxious these people were. But that's not the case. These people are annoying, but they're still human, and you want them to win, and you feel their struggle as they're fighting off against something they just don't understand. Now, that being said, early on in the film, I was really irritated with particularly how Max, the main character's parents, are portrayed. They, like I said before, they're just kind of tacked on until things start going bad. They are unattentive. I mean, things are happening right in front of them, and they might as well not even be in the room the way that they respond. And I found that really weird. Now, but that could have just been a stylistic choice, I don't know, but it really bothered me. But that's one of the few things that bothered me. The other thing was that when you do get, like in most horror films, when you do get a close-up look at the monster, it's not as impressive as it was further away. It's still intimidating, but not as intimidating as it was before that point. There were also some rather strange instances where things just didn't really make sense, where some of the monsters turned on each other at completely random moments, and then the next scene they're working together. It didn't really make any sense to me. But overall, the film was fun. I enjoyed it. I laughed. I was on the edge of my seat in a lot of cases. The monsters are well done and very well executed. It makes you want to root for the humans, even though they're obnoxious. Overall, I'd say it's a good movie. If you don't believe me, you should go and see it. Don't bring your kids, though. It will probably scare small kids. That's all I got to say. My name's Robert Brewster. I hope you go out and enjoy your films. Happy holidays.